Welcome everybody to the 2018 Second Binational Racquetball Tournament here in El Paso, Texas. We're joining a men's semifinal with a broken ball on the first rally. How about that? You are watching Natera and Camacho. Natera is serving in the white. Camacho wearing the tank top. As we settle into this semifinal, we have another one coming up after this. We hope you stick with us. But this one should be a great match. Camacho from Costa Rica, Natera from Mexico. Broken ball results in a replay. Side out for Camacho, what he wanted. Ripping reverse pinch winner from Natera. What you'll see, Natera is quite a shot maker, especially around the service box. Long body, picks up a lot of balls, has a great drive serve. That's a mistake from him in that situation. Camacho plays a lot of defense. You won't see him kill so many balls, but he typically plays quite error-free, hits some wraparound Z balls, gets quite creative when he plays. A little bit more unorthodox. And that's a side out again. First point, great serve from the Mexican. There's another excellent shot from Natera. As I said, when he's around the service box, he puts the ball away. The winner of this match will play the winner of Landa versus Gutierrez. What a lineup for this semifinal. There's Camacho with the forehand pinch winner, side out. Backhand serve. There's the Camacho special. It was good. Great pickup, Natera. Again, his long body. And rips another pinch winner. Deep sigh from Camacho in the back. Well, if you're just joining us, thanks for joining us. Please do share our feed. Let's try and get as many people watching this match as possible. Should be a good one. Side out error. Camacho hitting it straight back down the line. Camacho goes back to the last serve he hit. This backhand, he can hit the Z, he can hit the cross court, and down the line from that position. First point for Camacho. Skip from Natera, went for too much. Side out. Loose serve, got punished. If you're just joining us for the first time, we are in Fort Bliss in El Paso, Texas. Fort Bliss, the home of 60,000 people. It's huge. We are at the Stout Fitness Center. 4 courts. Stadium seating behind me. Another skip on the forehand side from Natera. Two serving 2. Pulling up on the shot, Camacho. Cagey start to this first game. To my right, Ernesto Ochoa. Looks like he's here supporting Natera. They play in the same club in Chihuahua, Mexico. They're in action later today in the doubles final. They'll be taking on Gutierrez and Camacho. Wow, that's just terrific. And look at the fist pump from Camacho. Gave Natera a little look. Shaking the head from our official. He saw that look. Camacho is a fiery player. Thanks for all of you joining us. Appreciate your support of this stream. Side out Natera. Speaking of support, we want to thank Fernando, the Hurricane Batista, and Red Roo Racquetball for supporting this feed. Their sponsorship helped us to get here and provide this coverage. So we really appreciate their support of racquetball and supporting what we're trying to do down here in El Paso. We being primarily Gustavo Farrell and Gary Mazeroff, putting this tournament on for the 2nd time. And it's grown significantly this year. If you do live down in Texas, northern Mexico, New Mexico, consider coming to this tournament next year. It's a great tournament. October 24th through 27th. Camacho takes the lead, 3 serving 2. Four serving 2. Big skip from Natera. Not that time. Side out. Straight down the line. Natera is one of the power hitters in the game of racquetball. All of the pros can really shoot the ball hard, but some of them can shoot it harder than others, and Natera is one of those ones that, oh, not quite. Looked like he slipped. Not sure what happened. Natera can really hit a hard drive serve. Ball came a little bit off the back wall, allowing Camacho to really attack that return. Natera needs to hit just a little lower. Sometimes it's better to hit that short serve and get a second serve than hit off the back wall. Perfect Z serve from Camacho. 5 serving 2. What a get, Natera plunging to the left side. He has his opportunity, but that's straight down the line from Camacho. Timeout on the court, score 6 serving 2. Just a reminder, we have a lot of sponsors here supporting racquetball in El Paso and around the area. I want to say thank you to all of those who've helped make this tournament possible. Prize money for the pro division. There's certainly a goal for next year to increase that prize money and increase the pro draw to 16. It's been really good to see these top quality players coming in and competing for this prize money, and I think Farrell and Mazarov have intentions to really grow this into a bigger tournament. Around 90 participants this weekend. It's been fantastic to see players of all ages. Over to my right is a 12-year-old currently playing on court number 2. It's fantastic. He'll be in the Junior World Championships in just a week's time in San Luis Potosí, Mexico. He'll be representing Mexico, a resident of Juarez. Back to the action we go. Camacho playing very clean right now. Smart racquetball down the lines. I mentioned earlier, he doesn't skip many balls. He's a hard worker, retrieves a lot of balls, and it makes it very hard to beat somebody. Finally, Natera straight down the line. Camacho plunges to the left side, not retrieved. Side out. Great rally. Natera looking to his doubles partner Ochoa for some support. Great serve. Set up. Doesn't put it down. Camacho skips it. Backhand, waist high, went for the pinch. A little short. Excellent serve again. Clean hitting from Natera, but he left his pinch up. Camacho took a step. Backhand pinch winner, side out. Natera really didn't do anything wrong in that rally until he went for the pinch and didn't put it away. It was an all or nothing because Camacho was in front of him. I think an avoidable was given. But then I also saw a replay signal. 8-3. Camacho slides one to the right side, or left side, and then skips it. Clever serve. Natera went right, recovered. 3-8. 3-8. Just a reminder, coming up next, Gutierrez Landa, the other semifinal. That time, the fist pump from Camacho with the backhand pinch winner. Camacho standing in front of the encroachment line. I think he's hanging out in the front waiting for the pinches from Natera. I think if Natera can maybe hit some wide angles, forcing Camacho to stay a little deeper, he can have more joy with his pinch. That time he got it. Camacho was deep from the return. Tough to execute. Camacho hit that return hard. This time it's the backhand reverse pinch winner. Again, Camacho is behind Natera, which makes it harder for Camacho to get in front, get to the ball. 5-8. Both players have 2 timeouts. Natera has taken 1. Camacho, side out. So we're going to have a discussion here with the official because Natera wants an avoidable hinder. And you can make up your own mind. He has a point. The ball was a Z. It came right across the middle. Camacho was clearly competing across court. Down the line looked open. Of course, you see the expressions from Camacho. The replay was the decision of our official. So I was just getting clarification with Natera what he asked the official, and I think he asked the official to go get a rules clarification, which is what's going on now behind me. So, avoidable is the call. Camacho doesn't know this. He's not going to be happy. Shakes his head. Looks like we'll now have a discussion, this time with the official. Let's see if I can hear. So, so we're having more discussion. So Camacho says to the referee, look, you called a replay. You can't change your mind and change the decision. The next time, sure, you can call an avoidable because you know the rule. But this time, you can't change the rule. And it looks like they're going to go ahead with that. I'm not sure I agree with Camacho. That would be the equivalent of saying, well, you know, I made the wrong decision because I didn't know the rule. That doesn't mean that the rule has changed. The rule is the rule. And so if the referee made a call of replay and it's actually an avoidable hinder, then it's an avoidable hinder. Either way, we continue with a replay. Mini timeout from both players, and it's Camacho who strikes with a point, 9-5. Well, a little bit of drama to start this match. Side out, 5 serving 9. Just a reminder, we're here at the second binational racquetball tournament in Fort Bliss, El Paso. This is the men's pro division semifinals. Camacho versus Natera. Costa Rica against Mexico. What a rally. Natera wanted a hold up. He won't get it. He stays in the point. Camacho. Natera. Oh, what a get. My goodness. These players. What a rally. He got it. Oh, not that time. What a rally from both players. Natera takes his second and final timeout in this first game. Terrific entertainment. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you're watching. Just giving you a little look here. You can see behind me to my left is Landa. He's watching on. I think he's here in support of Camacho, who's in the back behind him. And over to my right is Natera, supported by his teammate Ochoa. Landa, of course, will be facing Gutierrez in the next semifinal. So we hope you stick around for that. It's been a great weekend of entertainment. We started Thursday evening. We've had about 90 players here competing across the age groups, across the divisions, and of course we're showing you the pro division right now. So let's go back to the action. I think both players are about ready to come on the court. No, I think we're having more rules clarifications about the avoidable hinder. Here we go. 10 serving 5. Camacho sticking with this serve over on the left side. Doesn't really move his feet, and he hits a variety of shots from that position. Another skip from Natera. He's certainly made more errors, it has to be said, in this first game. Camacho very good at just keeping the ball alive, keeping the player deep, making them hit awkward shots. He's doing that very well in this first game. Again, it's loose from Natera. Natera wanted a short serve. Camacho using all of his experience. He's been playing for Costa Rica for many, many years. That time Natera puts 1-2 bounces into the backcourt, gets the side out. Camacho, a regular on the professional tour and also representing Costa Rica. He was in his home country for the World Championships earlier this summer. Spoke to Natera earlier this weekend, and he said he is hoping to play as many professional events in the next year as possible. So look forward to seeing him competing more often. Here's his opportunity. Straight down the line, smart shot. Six serving 12. Skip ball. Too many skips from Natera. Feel like he's maybe trying to force things, hit the ball too hard, rather than just keep Camacho deep. If Camacho's deep, he's not going to roll out the balls as well as in the service box. Should be a replay. Camacho did well to stay in that point, but it was Natera who earned the side out. Pick up Camacho. Too good from Natera. Pinned Camacho to the left side, went to the right. Point. Great pick up, Natera. Camacho. And again, Natera. Oh, soft hands from Natera. Did well to stay in the point twice. Then had his opportunity. It was difficult, but look at how he guided that ball over to the right side. He's got a lot of power, but he also showed some control there. Camacho, though, leads. Lucky bounce in the back corner, but credit Camacho, who hit it right into that corner. Let's see if Camacho slides one down the left. No, he's sticking with the Z. Crisp shot down the right side from the Mexican. If he can play clean and avoid the skips, I think he'll do very well in this match. Camacho will not skip many balls. There's a loose serve into the middle, and Camacho put it away, side out. Another long rally between these two. I did like the serve from Camacho, the jam serve. Almost caught Natera. 8 serving 12. Camacho has led since 2 serving 2. But Natera is chipping away. Wow, that's tough. Natera was here very late last night playing doubles. He and Ochoa had a really tough tiebreaker win against 2 local players. You wonder if that had an effect. Maybe a little tired from that match. But he's starting to find his range. Another point, 10 serving 12. And again, the forehand pinch winner. I'd like to see maybe Camacho take a timeout here. 11 serving 12. Good run from the Mexican. Camacho. Great get, Natera. Camacho. Set up Natera. Doesn't put it away. And it's Camacho who gets the side out. Looks like he will be taking his timeout. 12 serving 11. As a reminder, I want to thank all the sponsors who've helped make this event possible, providing prize money in the Pro Division, along with many amenities. I want to thank Gustavo Farrell and Gary Mazeroff. This is the second year that they've run this tournament, and they've seen a big increase in the numbers this year, and it continues to grow. Also want to thank the Stout Fitness Center and their staff for helping to put this on. They've been really helpful with many things, including helping us get the camera set up and so on. So really want to say thank you to Ken and all his staff for what they've done here in the Stout Fitness Center. Hope you're enjoying it. Of course, here on court number 1, we have the men's semifinal, number 1. Camacho leads 12-11. Coming up after this, Landa and Gutierrez. Landa the 1 seed. Gutierrez fought his way through the draw, an 11-9 winner in the tiebreaker yesterday against Ochoa. So here comes Camacho. Let's get things back on view. Good run from Natera. I do like the timeout from Camacho just to settle down. He's still in the lead. Refocus, maybe think about what serve will work best in this situation. Thank you to all who are watching from around the world. Appreciate your support of racquetball. Hope you're enjoying the coverage. It's pretty neat to be able to be down here myself and watch these pros in action. I hope you're enjoying it as well. What a get, Camacho. Great defense. Went for the boast. It was really close, just a little short. Second serve coming up. Expect a nip lob to the left side. Oh my goodness. Camacho's not going to get this call. He took a full swing and then appealed afterwards. You could see why he was appealing it. He can't ask for line judges. That's a good response. 12 serving 12. Camacho's been here before. He's had many situations. He knows how to regroup and refocus. He's a professional. He's been playing on this level for many, many years. 12-12. That's better from Natera, straight down the line. Our referee got it wrong. He gave a point, but that's an avoidable hinder. Replay. Camacho's going to be furious with this. There's no way this could be a replay. So Camacho's asking him to go check with the tournament director for a clarification. Replay is the call. Camacho can ask for line judges, but I don't know if he knows that. I mean, he should if he knows we're playing with IRF rules. But we've got a replay. Short serve. Well, plenty of drama. We've already had a few of these issues in this first game. All offense from Natera. What a pickup, Camacho. Oh, and he skips it. Elderly gentleman just walked out of the gym and saw that and went, oh my goodness. Saw Camacho flying around the court. Big smile on his face. He's coming to sit down and watch. That's why we're here, folks. Exposing racquetball to new people. We've had a lot of people come through. In fact, I shout out to one of our referees who's been here refereeing many matches. He came up to me yesterday, gave me a high five and said, I won my first match in a tournament ever. Pretty neat to see his expression. Hope you'll consider coming to this tournament next year if you're in the El Paso, Texas, Mexico, New Mexico area. It's been a lot of fun. Good serve. Loose ceiling from Natera. Camacho. Great get from Camacho. That's a smart cross court. Camacho completely loses the string on his racket. Camacho's saying that the court is wet. Oh, blood. There's blood on the court, I think is. So this is an injury timeout as well as an equipment timeout. Injury timeout, players entitled to 15 minutes. Looks like Natera's elbow is a little bloody. His knees are all banged up as well. He said from a tournament last weekend in Calgary, Canada. So he's putting on an elbow sleeve. See if we can pop up and spot Camacho. There he is over there, restringing his racket. So it looks like Natera is ready to go. Camacho really should have another racket ready to go. I'm surprised he's putting the string back on this one. Either way, just a reminder, we're here at Fort Bliss. 60,000 people in this facility. Incredible. It's a small city. So what we were waiting for is we got some gloves Smart. Glad to see we're using safety to clean up the court. And 60,000 people here in Fort Bliss. You have to cross security, have to get a pass. And internationals, those coming from Mexico, Natera, for example, from Chihuahua, has to come through with his passport. So that's the only small inconvenience. Otherwise, it's a great facility. We're here in the Stout Fitness Center. Has 4 courts, very wide open behind me, as you can see. And nice little cafe behind us as well. It's created a great environment, lots of stadium seating for everybody to enjoy these matches. We hope you are wherever you're watching. Thanks so much also for sharing. I want to say another shout out to Red Roo Racquetball and Fernando Batista. He's the sponsor of the stream, helped get this stream available down here in El Paso. So thanks so much, Fernando, and hope you all appreciate his support of racquetball as well. So while we're here, let's also just say a quick thank you to the sponsors of the tournament, providing support for this match, providing support for the prize money in this division, as well as all the amenities and the tournament entertainment. It's been great fun. All right, so here we go. Score is 12 serving 12. And we're good to go. Blood is cleaned. Natera is patched up. Camacho has his racket fixed. Quite a timeout. 12 serving 12 if you're just joining us. Crushing kill shot from Natera. You can hear his pleasure at that. High lob to the left side. Camacho skipped the ball. Wow. Feel like he went for too much. What a comeback from Natera. He was down 12-8, and now he serves at 14-12 for game point. Short serve. Great shot from Camacho. Creative from Natera. Camacho does it again, but this time it comes off. He's got the setup, Natera. What's he gonna do? Cross-court pass for the first game, Natera. 15-12, what a comeback. Well, we have 2 minutes here. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back with you for game number 2. Welcome back, everybody. Tim Baghurst here. Joining you and joining me is Tournament Director Gary Mazeroff. Gary, first game's out the way. Great comeback from Natera to take it. Camacho, what's he got to do given the fact that he had the lead, he was close. We've talked before about how hard the last few points are to win, and now he finds himself down 1-0.
Forget game one. Play a 2-game match right now.
Wow. What a shot from Natera. If you're just joining us, we're here in El Paso, Texas, second binational racquetball tournament. Thanks for joining us. great entertainment so far. We've had lots of drama, lots of controversy, you know, but it's been very respectful. We've talked about this before. This is a fun tournament, and we've not had really issues that we might see where lots of complaining or arguing, etc.
I'm not discounting the controversy, Tim, but if there has been any, it's with a small c, not a capital C. And
Yeah,
any
exactly.
controversy we've had has been handled very well. I'm very impressed. I've known Felipe since he was a young rugrat playing for the Costa Rican national junior team. And I don't think I've seen Natera play for years. I think he saw him as a junior as well. He's impressive.
Yeah, Natera has been playing in Mexico, at least at the pro level for the last year and a half or so. Just finished his studies. He said it was hard for him to play during his studies, and he's a bit sloppy in the last couple points. But he did tell me, Gary, that now he's finished his studies, his hope is to play as many tournaments on as many tours and as possible.
That's great.
Wow, look at that. Point given. Clever from Camacho. But
great deception on that.
Natera finished fourth in the Mexican Nationals. Almost qualified for the team.
Speaking of national junior teams, Ruben Baez over here, quality national junior player for Mexico, 10 years. Dominicana, you're welcome.
One serving four. Natera knows he can come back from deficits. He did it in game one. Will we have a tiebreaker? Winner will play either Landa or Gutierrez, which is coming up next on this court. That's crisp from the Mexican.
Not an atypical shot by Felipe, hitting 4 surfaces on 1 shot.
Just 4?
Just 4.
Broken ball. Camacho will want that one back because he was going to win that point. Lots of sidewalls in this match, it has to be said. Very few just hitting straight down the lines. Here we go. 2 serving 4. Short serve. Natera consistently hitting down the left side, and then lob serving with a nick to the left side. I don't think he's hit anything different on a second serve so far in this match. Punished by Natera.
That's strong. Got the return he wanted, set up his base, early racket prep, and ripped a forehand pass down the right side. Thanks for joining us, folks. Second binational event here in El Paso. Just under 100 players entered. Fort Bliss Army military base. Sidewall, front wall, rally ending shot by Felipe Camacho. Long time Costa Rican national team member.
It's a great shot, and I mentioned in game one, if Natera can keep Camacho in the back, he will have joy. When Camacho gets around the service box, he'll put balls away, but he's less effective. He doesn't hit many kill shots deep. He tends to pass, he tends to retrieve balls and not make the error.
And his patented 5 wall around the wall ball. sometimes including the ceiling. Oh, nice shot.
Five serving 3. Wow, what a get. Camacho doesn't put it away. And Natera does. That's a change in momentum, Gary. That gives Natera the confidence. I stayed in the point, and I won the point. Camacho, you can see him. Well, you can't see him, but, well, you kind of can see him pacing back and forth, talking to himself because he's irritated knowing that he should have won that point.
Certainly had his opportunity. Nice shot. Cross-court pass by Felipe Camacho, now residing in Florida.
Both of these players working very hard. And you wonder how much this will take out of them going to the final.
Natera gets to play in the open doubles final as well, as does Felipe.
They'll play against each other. Camacho playing with Polo Gutierrez. Natera playing with Ernesto Ochoa.
A neat two-handed lob from deep court by Natera. I was watching him warm up as well, Tim. And so he was asking for a dead ball hinder. Was not awarded.
Well, now Camacho's he's getting upset. And it looked like Camacho was slightly impeded, put his hand immediately up, and I think the referee could have given a replay there.
Certainly could have.
But opted not to.
So without lines persons, he can appeal to his opponent. Obviously to no avail.
Well, Camacho, I had a little word with him during the intermission, and you can ask for line judges. He's had some calls go against him. He's upset, and I can? I didn't know that. Well, Camacho, we're playing with international rules. You are entitled to request line judges if you want, but we've not had them so far this week, and it kind of shows the respect and the fair play and the quality of refereeing too.
Correct.
If you're just joining us for the first time, thank you. We are in Fort Bliss, the home of 60,000 people. In El Paso, Texas, on the border of Mexico and the United States. We have a lot of players here from Juarez and Chihuahua. Little fist pump from one of them over to my right, Lupita. She's enjoyed herself this week.
Feliz cumpleaños, Hasso. 28 años.
Here we go. 6-4.
Second serve.
Smart shot straight down the line. Gary, you and I have known Camacho for many years. Natera is new to us. I've never seen him play live in front of me.
Yes.
Really impressed with power and control. Sometimes I feel like he hits the ball too hard, almost goes for too much rather than playing the smart shot, but has all the tools, it has to be said.
Yes. We saw that in doubles with his racket skills, his Touch. This is wonderful. Enjoy that one, folks.
Great wide angle from Natera.
That was a great volleyball volley. And they all cleared the net. Some of our newcomers to the game, Tim, told me, wow, I do that all the time.
Soft hands from Camacho, earns the side out. Loose serve from Natera. Yeah, one of the things that you know, it's almost encouraging watching the professionals is that they don't play perfect. They don't always hit perfect shots and make mistakes just like everyone else. That's a great serve. Wow. Camacho's not happy with this call. It looked clear to me, but I have a different view to our official who's over on the right side. Second serve. Replay. What was the call?
Replay.
Replay was the call. At first I thought he said avoidable. Short serve. Well, this time it was Natera who won't be happy. Except Camacho skipped it.
What'd you call? You have to make a call. You have to make a call. You can't say you didn't see it. Make a call. Did you see it skip? Did you see it skip? Then it's good.
Well, this is a situation where the referee, as you said, Gary, you cannot say you didn't see it. You have to make a call.
Yaso.
So what we have here is a timeout, an official's timeout. We're getting line judges, it looks like. I think this is a good situation just to get the line judges in place. Camacho's asking if he's allowed to leave the court. Quite, again, a little more drama. And I think the situation is just the referee, at least in my opinion, got the call wrong. But he actually got the call right because, as he said, I didn't see it. If you don't see the skip, you can't call the skip. So he made the right call. But I think the rest of us over to the left side saw the skip. And so that's why Natera is asking for the line judges, which is smart. Let's resolve these issues. Let's get the line judges in and make sure we get everything right. So if you're just joining us, welcome. We're here in El Paso. You can see a few players behind me and a few supporters of racquetball. Plenty more over to my right. As we watch on, we're having some line judges come in. Looks like Bautista and Batista will be our line judges. Speaking of Batista, I want to thank him and Red Root Racquetball for supporting this stream. They've provided us the opportunity to come down here and offer this racquetball to you. So if you know Fernando Batista, hey, send him a message. Just thanks for supporting the racquetball stream because he's done it. So it's we're really thankful for him to allow us to do this. So looks like we're back in. Players get 3 appeals. 2 line judges, 1 on the left, 1 on the right. They get 3 incorrect appeals. Wow, plenty of drama this morning. Gary, we're back in. Line judges should help solve some of these issues.
Absolutely. So now, hopefully, we'll keep that controversy at a small C, Tim.
Natera off the back wall. Skip ball. I think he said
It's good.
8 serving 5.
8-5. Game 2. Camacho trying to force
A tiebreaker. Another skip from Natera. It looks like the intermission, so to speak, has helped Camacho more than Natera.
I agree. That's a great serve. Great serve.
Just short. Forehand reverse pinch winner for Natera. Well, this was how game 1 was. Camacho was up 12-8, and point by point, Natera just chipped away at the lead. With serves like that, a bullet.
Textbook serve. Left corner, died 39.5 feet. Pace, depth, location.
Not that time. Kept his cool, Natera. Didn't do too much. Another point. Serve was a little loose. Camacho punished it. Side out. Ball hits Camacho. Would have been an avoidable.
Okay.
We're following the international racquetball rules here. Players have 2 timeouts per game, 1 minute each, 2 minutes between games. So that's a situation where Natera could appeal, but really not worth it considering it's a first serve replay as opposed to a point or something like that, Gary.
That's correct. He may need one of those timeout resources later.
Camacho will appeal something if he loses the rally. So the call from our official is a replay, but Camacho.
Hold on.
So we're just We're just having a little instruction with our referee. Gary is over providing some clarification in just how the referee should speak to the line judges. These are international rules, and in this situation, what happens is the referee says, my call is whatever that is, and in this situation is a replay. The player is appealing for, and explain what the player appeals for, and then the line judges indicate whether they agree with the official or agree with the player. If both line judges agree with the referee, the call stands. If one line judge agrees with the referee, the call stands. If the line judges both disagree with the referee, then the call is overturned. So call stands. Both line judges agree with the official. It will be a replay. And an appeal is used by Camacho, so he has only 2 left. You can see why Camacho uses that Z ball. He's so effective at it, forcing it to the deep into the backcourt, creating the opportunity off the poor return.
Oh, my. It happens.
And you just wonder whether he felt that he had to do a little more than he was comfortable doing, knowing how good Natera is at retrieving balls. Two bounces, side out. That time Camacho hits the pinch winner. Timeout Natera. Well, Gary, while we have the timeout, what's going on? We're seeing some back and forth. We've been at about 9-7, 10-7 for quite a while. What does Natera need to do? He took the timeout.
Just try to calm down, make your shots, take that extra step. Felipe expends a lot of energy, so you don't want to get into his shoes. If Natera tries to get into Felipe's shoes, he's going to lose.
You mean playing the same way?
Exactly, with all that energy expended. Felipe is hitting a lot of great outdoor racquetball shots here.
But they're working.
I'm not knocking it. All I'm saying is he shouldn't try to get into that same game. He needs to calm down. When he gets an opening, take it. And hopefully Felipe will wear himself down. Remember, Natera won game 1. He had a deficit most of the game. He knows he can come back. And the worst thing that can happen to him is he'll go tiebreak.
Well, just a reminder, we're here in El Paso. Thanks to everybody watching in. If you're just joining us, it was Camacho who took the early lead in game 1. And in fact, was up 12-8. And then point by point, Natera pulled it back and won 15-12.
Tim, I'd like to introduce the 2 linespersons. They were secured by the LOC, if you will, Local Organizing Committee, headed by Gustavo Farrell. We have Daniel Batista from El Paso, Texas, on our left. And Fernando Batista on our right. Sal Aldiviesco is our head official. Sal also is from El Paso. We have, I believe, 5 U.S. states and 5 countries represented here. This year, the binational. Hopefully, once we reach 10 on each, we'll call it the multinational event.
I like it, Gary.
I want to recognize our buddy, liking him, Tom Kane from Tucson, Arizona, one of our IRF referees, retired.
Great timeout from Natera. Wide angle pass, earns him the side out. Indeed, it's great to see so many different states and also countries here. We should also mention the number of military who are participating in this tournament. Free entry, which is fantastic, Gary.
Absolutely. We're pleased to be able to do that. Thank you to the administration headed by Kenneth Guillermo.
Beautiful. That time from Natera. Couldn't do it better.
Very impressive when somebody has the ability to roll the ball out from 38 feet. I think you and I see eye to eye on this, Tim. Natera has been outplayed in game 2, and he has a 1-point deficit. Folks, that cleared the 12-foot demarcation above the floor. International play, anything above the 12-foot line is out of play. If it goes directly out, it's a point for the receiver on that one. If it should bounce and go out of the court, it's a replay.
Oh, he got there. Wow. And again. What a rally. No. Camacho worked so hard to stay in that point. Gary shows his athleticism. I mentioned it in game 1. He really covers a lot of court. He rarely makes skips. And he's made a couple on that backhand pinch.
Absolutely. I mean, he's draining himself. There was one incident during that rally, Tim, where there was contact. Now, Felipe could appeal and say, I appeal for a dead ball hinder on that. Yet, he used up one of his allotment earlier. So maybe he doesn't want to exhaust all those opportunities.
Already on the floor, Natera. But that's too good from Camacho.
Sal, call an official timeout. Let's check his shirt. Check Natera. Call an official time. Check his shirt. Needs to change his shirt. So tell Felipe it's an official time.
Well, we're just having an official's timeout to change Natera's shirt. Again, an IRF rule: a referee can change a shirt, change a player's shirt at any point if it's perceived to be causing a delay in the game from wiping the court, wiping the floor, etc. We've had some funny moments over the years, Gary, with that situation, especially at international level, where players have to wear their country's uniform. And uh-oh, I forgot to bring extra shirts.
It's a huge coaching concern. We've seen it being compromised, abused, used, whatever you want to call it. Great point, Tim. The nuances of the game.
Famous words by Gary Mazeroff. Been involved in this sport for just a few years. IRF Hall of Famer. We will both be in San Luis Potosi, Mexico in a week's time for the Junior World Championships. They begin on Saturday. Sunday, all of the meetings, etc., opening ceremonies will begin on Saturday. We'll be providing coverage for you there. Hope you join us. Gustavo Farrell, Director of Referees. Gary Mazeroff, Director of Tournaments. Tim Baghurst just goes and does stuff.
Just director in general.
We hope you're enjoying this feed. Natera serving.
Misdirect into the right corner, into the floor first. He hasn't made many unforced errors. Certainly played into the strength of Camacho here, trying to get .11 and close this one out to 15. That's pure, Tim, pure.
Well, there's an example, though, as well, where he took some pace off it. He didn't try to crush it. And it's also a testament that you don't always have to hit the ball as hard as you can to be effective. Through the legs from Camacho. Oh my goodness. Camacho gave Natera a little look, hit the crack of the door in the floor, and just died. Regalo, a gift.
Yes.
(11-11).
That was a 65-foot rollout.
Try serve to the left. Set up. And another.
Nice call.
Point for Natera. 3 points away from a place in the final. Coming up next, Gutierrez over to my right, warming up. Landa over to my left.
Great shot. Great shot. Unloaded with that backhand, Tim. Left side. Pinch winner.
It's been a good match, Gary, back and forth. The scores have been fairly close throughout.
Overall, I'm pleased with Felipe with his composure. He's kept his composure for most of the match. Oh, that's impressive, folks. Applause.
Well, Camacho gave Natera a little look. Sometimes good things happen when you get your racket on the ball. What's the call going to be? Gary, you could argue here for an avoidable hinder.
Let's find out what the call is.
You're clear. So I think Natera is just asking for clarification. asking if he has a timeout. He's going to take the timeout. Looks like Ochoa's coming over for getting clarification on the line judges. Well, you can make up your own mind. Again, some more drama. Just one of those situations where a referee has to make a split-second call. You can make up your own mind. Was that a replay hinder, an avoidable hinder, or no hinder whatsoever? Our official said there was no hinder, therefore loss of point for Natera, who skipped the ball. And as a consequence, Camacho earns a point.
Has used up one of their 3 appeals. They have 2 left. And Tim, the 2-2-2-3 rule, which was changed 2 years ago. 2 serves, 2 minutes between games. We're getting the score corrected, so it's 13 serving 12 Camacho. Once again, 2 serves, 2 minutes between games, 2 timeouts per game, and the 3 stands for available usable appeals per game.
So here we go, 13-12. Loss of an appeal for Natera. Camacho serving. Second serve. I like the timeout from Natera. The appeal didn't work in his favor. Just regroup. He had one available. Quick hands from Camacho. Will he shoot it?
Nope.
Timeout works. Natera back in the box. He's 3 points away from this match. Back and forth we go. It's been a great match. Lots of long rallies. Great athleticism from both players.
That's strong.
And it's strong, says Camacho, as he punches his chest with his racket. He read your lips, Gary. Gustavo Farrell stands by watching on. Appreciate all the effort of he and his staff to help make this event so good.
Skip ball called by Sal Valdiviesco, our head official. Game point number 1 for Camacho.
Well, let's see if he can close it out and go to the tiebreaker.
Great serve.
Oh, he did it.
Boy, the head fake. No handshake. Come off the court. Anticipate the tiebreaker. 11 points.
So here we go. We're going to go to a tiebreaker. We're going to take a couple minutes break, regroup. Gary, here we go. First to 11.
Yes, sir.
And welcome back, everybody. Tim Baghurst joined by Gary Mazeroff for this tiebreaker match. Gary, 12-12. How do we start?
Sorteo, a coin toss. So the winner is Camacho. He is elected to serve game 3. I've only met one person in my lifetime that would elect to receive, and that's Mike Ginn. Not sure what his motivation is.
Well, Camacho continues to tap his chest with his racket. It was gutsy to come back. He was down in the second game, but Natera did it in the first. So that's why we have the tiebreaker. We play to 11, win by 1, and here we go.
Great for the fans here, Tim. Fantastic match.
That's a ripping forehand winner from Natera. He's lethal in the service box. We saw that in doubles yesterday.
They started to put it away when they changed sides.
What a get. And again, not quite. Great effort. It's Natera who strikes first.
Official time to wipe the floor.
Well, while we're doing that, just want to say a quick thank you to Fernando Batista. He's one of our line judges for this match, but he and Red Roo Racquetball supported the live stream here in El Paso, Texas, so we want to say thank you to him. And if you know him, and he knows many, send him a message and just say thanks for the transmission, because it's he and his racquetball organization that have sponsored this live stream, so we're greatly appreciative of that.
Thank you, Fernando.
Here we go. Replay, what's the call, Gary?
The call on the floor is dead ball hinder. There's an appeal for an avoidable.
So we had one line judge agree and one disagree. So call stands.
One appeal used. Oh, my. One of the few unforced errors.
Changed his mind in that shot beforehand and ended up on the floor because of it.
I want to recognize our food and beverage director, Dr. James Faflick.
Did you bring the peanut butter, Gary?
Question of the day, the answer is yes. 2 jars.
We've had some fun.
Smooth and crunchy.
We've had some fun this weekend, and if you ever get a chance to come down here and take part in this tournament, you should. Great tournament, lots of fun, great people, and what a great match we have in front of us.
The essence of Southwestern hospitality.
Still 1-1. Expect to see Natera hitting the nick lob to the left side. He's done it all match. Ochoa sits to my right. Teammate of Natera in Chihuahua. They're playing doubles later. Side out.
Forehand. Down the line pass winner. Tied at 1 in game 3. This will go to 11, win by 1. Each player is entitled, once again, 2 timeouts, 3 usable appeals. Different twist on that serve, Tim. He hadn't gone right with that backhand, at least for a while. He's been going with the Z or that cut drive to the left. Sidewall, front wall.
Starting to see some emotion from Camacho. And, you know, that coming off the back wall, he had every opportunity. It was down the middle, came way off the back wall. He just didn't put it away. He has to take those opportunities.
Appeared that 2 of those balls were down. No call yet. So we'll likely get an appeal.
Based on who won the point.
Sure.
So both line judges agree. Camacho appealed that. Natera's ball was 2 bounces before he got it. Both line judges disagreed, or excuse me, agreed with the referee.
So Tim, by our count, Camacho has 1 available appeal left. We'll verify that.
Three serving 1.
Great footwork, racket prep, ends the rally right side with that backhand.
It's been a long match, Gary, and this is a semifinal. And in the back of your mind, do you ever, if you're in this situation, think, you know, I need to hurry up and finish this, because if I'm in the final, I don't want to be too tired, too exhausted. We've been here for a long time, and a lot of energy has been expended.
The answer to your question is yes. However, we try to divorce ourselves from that. We're in the moment. An example, as a baseball player, I'm watching the World Series, and Cora, the Boston manager, is playing this game. He's not worried about tomorrow. When that comes, he'll deal with it. Both of these guys are seasoned veterans. They're in the top tier of racquetball, and they should be able to adjust.
You don't get there by accident.
No.
Second serve. It's a good one. Little twist, Gary. We all expected Camacho to go for his round the world specials, and he didn't. Surprised Natera, maybe.
Ball skipped. Camacho kept a lot of pressure on Natera that time. Retrievability, not only retrieving the ball, but doing something with it, getting the ball deep court. And each time Natera had to respond, more pressure. 2-3, game 3. Day 4 here in El Paso.
Beautiful that time from Camacho, nod of his head.
Felipe graduated in engineering from the Colorado State University Pueblo branch. Played on their team for 4 years as well, racquetball team. That's a great serve. Great serve. Jams it. Right side. Comes off the right side wall. Actually wraps around Natera, and he wasn't able to negotiate a return.
3 unanswered points for Camacho. He takes the lead in this tiebreaker.
That time he played it well. What's he going to do here, Tim? Drive Z.
Looks that way. It's a good one. It was 2 bounces. Camacho looking back to, it looked like Landa. Landa's waiting for his match coming up.
We'll have an official time to clean the floor.
4 serving 4. Landa will be taking on Polo Gutierrez. Gutierrez won yesterday against Ernesto Ochoa, 11-9 in the tiebreaker. They'll be facing each other in doubles this afternoon in the final of that. Natera and Ochoa will be facing Gutierrez and Camacho. So some work for Camacho and Natera, and Gutierrez. They'll be playing at least 2 matches today, but will they be playing 3? 4 serving 4, here we go. It looked good. I don't know, I would like to see an appeal here.
Well, he may appeal. Well, the only reason to appeal is to get his first serve back, because he's not going to get an ace. So, but he used up an appeal, which he may need later. So it's second serve. I agree. I thought it was good as well. Weigh the benefits of that appeal.
Soft hands from Camacho, gets the side out. Yeah, Gary, one of the interesting things on the first serve is the referee has to make the determination of would that have been returned. And we got the fist from Natera. He thought that he had aced Camacho. The official has to decide whether it would have been an ace or could it have been retrieved, either second serve or point.
Correct.
That's probably when you want to appeal those decisions rather than a first serve lob serve that's short, something like that.
But actually, those are 2 different events. You have to make another appeal saying that was not retrievable. So Camacho did what Natera's doubles partner did a number of times yesterday, running around and using the forehand, pushing his rear end to the left side wall. And we had discussed the merits of that. Now, it played out well for Felipe, but what it does is it puts an impression in the mind of Natera, perhaps not to use that serve again.
Tough down the right wall. Timeout Natera. I think it's 6-5. We'll just get a quick score clarification. For Camacho is the score. So Gary, your thoughts of this tournament? We started Thursday evening. We're now here Sunday lunchtime.
I'm excited. I'm impressed. I'm energized. I don't have anything negative to say about it. We'll certainly tweak some of the items to even enhance it next year. However, the overall evaluation from our fan base and the players and the administration, which is probably most important, is that, hey, you're doing a great job. We love having you here, and we want you to come back.
24th to the 27th of October next year here in El Paso, Texas, and opportunity to grow it some more as well.
Thank you, all the sponsors. Be very difficult to hold this type of event without them. Thank you to the players. Thank you to the spectators. Local organizing committee, spearheaded by Gustavo Farel, food and beverage director, Dr. James Faflick.
Perfect cross court. And this is where Camacho's saying it hit my shoe. Then as a referee, I'd say, well, if it's your shoe, it's an avoidable hinder, because it was a perfect cross court pass. So we'll have an appeal from Camacho.
My call is nothing happened. There's an appeal.
So call stands. Both line judges agree. Again, still getting accustomed a little bit to the IRF rules of how to carry out an appeal system. Great ZA ball from Camacho. And then he flicks one down the left side. He's chattering now, Camacho, in this tiebreaker.
I wouldn't want to play 3-wall with him, boy.
5-wall.
It's like,
especially doubles.
It's like bowling on adjacent lanes, man. It's tough.
Natera dives to the right, but it was a short serve, second serve coming up. If you're just joining us, Natera won the first 15-12. Camacho won the second 15-12. Here we are, 5-4. Natera says, I can do this. Camacho says, I can do it better. Oh no, Natera. Venga, says Camacho.
What did we say? What did we say at the end of last game, Tim? Natera hopefully will not get into the Camacho mentality, and it looks like he is right now. So he finds himself with a 2-point deficit.
That's better. Taking his time, look at the footwork, keeping low. I agree, Gary. Camacho, as we said, he makes very few unforced errors, retrieves a lot of balls, makes his opponent hit deep with those awkward shots. And from that, you know, hoping the Natera will give him opportunities or make some skips.
Or step into his shoes and use the same shots.
And Camacho's been doing it for a long time.
That's correct.
Natera, if he can just stay consistent, pass down the lines, keep Camacho deep, wait for his opportunity in the service box, he can put balls away there. Lob to the left coming.
Roll out right side winner, Natera.
Straight down the line. In the service box where he wants to be. Thanks to all of you who've joined in and are watching. This is a tiebreaker, first to 11. Camacho. Forehand pinch winner. He's becoming more voluminous, is Camacho, and I think he's trying to get in Natera's head a little bit. Camacho, definitely the more experienced, the veteran international player. Natera, I think, is 23 years old, just out of college.
Oh, my.
Now it's
Both of them toe ball
now it's
into the floor.
Natera's turn to be loud. A point was given.
He called 2 bounces.
So replay.
No appeal use, folks.
Both line judges disagreed with our official. Whistling from Camacho. Backhand pinch winner.
Ball skipped. Okay, our vantage point, Tim, looked like it skipped. The call was good by our official. There's an appeal. Call stands. So Camacho's used up another appeal.
So our official's just informing Camacho, no more appeals for you in this tiebreaker. So calls will stand. Whatever the official makes against Camacho will stand.
That's strong. Rollout backhand winner. Empate. 6-6. Tiebreak. First to 11 wins.
Lucky from Natera. Hits the crack and goes right, but he'll take it. Gary, interesting strategy. No more drive serves. He's just serving lob serves to the left side.
I think he's preserving his energy for the final and for the doubles. Evitable, avoidable hinder. Side out. I'm joking, Tim. He probably found something with which he's comfortable. Got the weak returns and feels confident that the 3-ball rally will win it. He doesn't have an appeal, so call stands.
Well, he wants a short, but this is the situation, Gary, where you really need to save those for when you're absolutely sure.
That's right. We talked about that theme earlier.
Couldn't appeal it.
That's great. Great shot. Reverse forehand, left side.
Waited for it to come out off the back wall into the middle. Terrific technique. We've been here a while. Back and forth we go.
Camacho needs to maintain his cool if he wants to win.
Side out again.
Flat. Couple of opportunities. Natera puts away that last shot, left corner. 8-7, game 3.
Might be a good time for Camacho to take a timeout. Couple points. Yeah, Natera is questioning the score. It's 8-7. This is a situation where we really can't get involved. I actually added a point. I actually added a point to Camacho's score because the referee called it as 7-7. I thought it was 7-6. So I think Natera has justification, but you can't change it. That's what the referee has on their scorecard. So we have to continue with that.
We know it was tied at 6. We're not sure where Camacho's 7th point came from.
That's correct.
We were told it was 7. We adjusted our score on the scoreboard, but the rule of law exists on the scorecard of the official.
Right, and if the official made that mistake, well, they can't erase it without knowledge that they made a mistake.
And the tournament director, Gustavo, has confirmed the score.
So I think this is where you can, and Natera's doing it, you can appeal the score to the line judges who should have been paying attention and be able to fix this. But it's very difficult because, you know, we're in this environment where there's people all around us. So you can't always hear the score of the official. Let's see what happens.
Hey.
You agree or disagree with the score? 8-7.
They asked for the opinion of the linespersons who agreed with the official, Sal. All 3 agree, plus the tournament director agrees. It's 8-7. That's where we are.
Camacho got one wrong. He's hit those beautifully all day. That one wasn't great. Came up into the middle, and a point for Natera.
Elevated it too high. Got the piece of the ceiling, which kept the ball up front.
Oh, goodness.
That's a bloqueo. He can't appeal it, so we'll see what the... So the call is a dead ball replay. Once again, from a coaching standpoint, you want to hold off on using all your appeals.
Well, it highlights the advantage of having those appeals, and it's also a lesson in international rules. There isn't a rule in there that says how high you have to jump. The rule is a straight shot to the front wall, so if that straight shot is high, then you have to clear that height. Here we go. Camacho's taking his timeout. I like it. He's down 7-9. Gary, you put yourselves in the shoes of a coach for Camacho. What do you tell him?
Keep your cool, my friend. You've been here before. You've overcome deficits. It works both ways. So get in there, score 1 point, and score another one. It's the first one to 11. And even if there's a side out, he still has to win a rally and win 2 more points.
And we've talked about...
Actually, 3 points. So it's 2 points, I'm sorry. It's 7 serving 9. So for Natera to win the match, he's got to win 3 rallies. He's got to earn the serve. That's 1. And who knows how many times he'll get in to do that. And he has to earn points off of his own serve twice. Meanwhile, let's come back. 1 at a time. So let's see what serve he gives him. He's been hitting backhands pretty much predominantly throughout the match. I liked the head fakes earlier where Natera's moving right and the ball careens down the left side wall for an ace. I mean, with no return. Let's see if he comes with that again.
So here we go. Timeout taken by Camacho. Over to my right, Gutierrez is stretching, getting ready for his semifinal. I had the fortunate and unfortunate experience of playing him in the first round in this tournament. Great experience. Wish he'd have skipped a few more. He's going to be playing Alejandro Landa, who is behind us to our left. This match almost complete. Here we go, 7-9.
There it is, Tim. Short. Great return. Didn't get the angle on that Z, so Natera could cross over and rip.
Back to the drive serve. Interesting considering how well he's used that lob serve effectively. He'll get another shot.
There's been a time delay. I mean, think about how long ago he served. After the break, he may have forgotten how he got there. Once again, there's a block. Let's see what this avoidable this time. Now he can appeal it.
He will appeal. So one agrees and one disagrees. Call stands. Again, this goes back to the IRF rules of a straight shot, cross court and down the line, irrespective of the height. 7-9. Rare skip from Camacho. A lot at stake for these two players. Prize money on the line. Will he hit a third? Yes, he will. Now he gets his chance.
Oh, my.
Another forehand skip on the right side.
Did everything but score. 3 great around the wall balls.
So here we go, match point number 1 for the Mexican, Alan Natera. Let's see if he can close it out. What a pickup, Camacho. Oh my goodness, what a great get again. Here's his chance. Oh, he skipped it, side out. Great defense to stay in the point. Had the opportunity and just got it wrong. Camacho saves the match point.
Nick lob? No. Reverse. Didn't serve him well there, Tim. Didn't get the depth.
Yeah, we won't translate what Camacho said in that situation. Apologies if you heard it. Natera, match point number 2.
Great shot. Takes it out of the air, slams across court. Winner.
Really smart shot, but difficult to execute, Gary, taking it that high.
Oh, absolutely. You have to do that. You have to be able to accomplish that feat. Natera's right side up front, you pass him. There's the Z you were talking about. Great response. Good.
So you can't see it on your screen. The ball slid down the back wall. Natera wanted to hit around the world,
Yeah.
and Camacho was there, and so he held up.
And then it hit him. So the call was made.
Which was replay.
And once the call is made, play stops. So it's a replay. First serve.
Great pickup, Camacho, but Natera's right there.
Great read by Camacho. Great read. Just too much pace. Too much pace.
Match point number 3 for Natera. Going to the final to face Gutierrez Orlando, which is coming up next.
That will be our last live stream for this tournament, folks. So stay tuned. How about a Nick lob?
Maybe to the left side, Gary.
Maybe. How about a 4-wall around the wall ball return? No, he's
Not
going
this
to
time.
shoot it.
Here it is.
Set up.
Natera
There it is.
puts it down.
2 bounces called. Great match, folks. Great match. You just witnessed. Super match. Felipe Camacho, Alan Natera. Natera prevails 2-1. Stay tuned.
Well, Gary, it was a great match. It was a very long match. Your final thoughts. How did Natera really close that out in the tiebreaker?
He had more putaways in the tiebreak. He emulated Felipe quite a bit with his around the wall balls. Quite frankly, he had to, because Felipe was hitting those Z's deep. He really had no other recourse, but he kept us cool. Even when he had a couple of unforced errors in a row, he kept us cool. He called the timeouts. He also had appeals available. And Felipe perhaps will look back on this, I hope he does, and say, I need to be smarter when I use my appeals, because there were a couple times where those calls may have been reversed.
Mm-hmm. Well, on behalf of Gary Mazurov and myself, thank you for so much for watching the semifinal. We have one more coming up. We'll be back with you very shortly.